Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. So in this video, I am very excited to record this because it is a new series that I am starting on my YouTube channel. So today is the first episode of this series, and I will basically explain you guys what it actually is about and what we will do throughout these videos. So the concept is fairly simple. What I will be doing is a long-term vlog where you guys will follow me into my trading and where I will show you how I take my trades, how I manage my positions and things like that, and what it's really like to be a full-time trader. So that's kind of the idea of the series. So for those of you guys who have been watching the channel for quite some time, you probably remembered that a couple of months ago I was doing daily vlogs of my trading. So, I was getting in the trading room in the morning, I was, bringing my camera, I was showing you guys my trades and what I was looking at and things like that. And then I was posting that vlog on YouTube the same day. So that's basically what I was doing, and I stopped to do these vlogs for one specific reason, and that simply is that when myself I was watching these videos, I found them a bit boring, to be quite honest. And the reason why is because I am not a day trader, okay? So I don't take trades or I don't close trades every single day. I am more a medium, long-term swing trader, we could say. And so there are a lot of days actually where nothing much happens for me into my trading. And so sometimes I would vlog these days and it would just not be so interesting. So that is the reason why I come up with this concept that I would do one vlog, but that would cover a much longer period of time. So each vlog will maybe be a couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months. I don't know how it will go, how I will want to structure every video and things like that. So I'm still kind of like thinking about it and trying different things with that, but it will be more kind of a long-term vlog because that is how I trade, and it will be much more interesting for you guys to see me manage my trades over a long period of time, because that's really what I do as I said, medium long-term trader. So that's basically the idea. So I wanted to come back to the vlogs that I was doing, but try something new and try to improve the content, and that is the best way that I've found to do that. So one of my main goals with this video series will be to show you guys what real trading actually is, because if you look around on YouTube, you will see so many people that are doing videos on trading that really don't have much experience, they don't have good results, they are not really consistent themselves. And so I find it quite unfortunate that a lot of people are kind of consuming that type of content. So my goal with this video series will be to maybe, I would say, distance myself with a lot of other people on YouTube and really just show you guys what it's actually about, and what real trading with real results, with real profitability over the long term actually looks like. That is my goal, because a lot of you guys probably have the wrong conception of what it really is and what we really do as successful traders. So my goal is really to show you guys what it's actually about and what I do on a day-to-day basis to make sure that I keep getting good results. So as I said, this first vlog like that will be more kind of an experiment for me. And if you guys want to see more of these videos in the future, what you have to do is leave a like under the video and leave a positive or a negative, right? It's up to you. But a feedback in the comment section. Just make sure that it's constructive, right? So make it interesting for me as well. But leave a like and leave a comment if you guys want to see more of these vlogs in the future. And I will myself consider that to see if you guys want to see more of that. If I see that there are not that many likes and the video doesn't seem that entertaining for you guys, I'm not going to bother and do more of these videos. If I see that you guys really like this content, I will definitely do more in the future. So it's totally up to you guys. Also, one quick disclaimer that I want to make. So all the trades that I'm going to show you guys are my trades. They are my analysis, my understanding of the market. So don't try to copy my trades or don't try to, take advice or things like that. The only purpose, as I said, of this video series is to show you guys what I'm doing. Maybe that you can learn a thing or two, but keep it like that, okay? So Today we are the 27th of July 2020. It's a Monday and I am just starting my trading week. So I haven't really checked the markets right now. And well, that's the point of the video series, right? I will bring you guys into my trading and show you what I really do. So the first thing that I do on a Monday morning is always create my weekly watch list that I will follow throughout the week. Because as I said at the beginning of the video, I trade the forex market and the commodity market, which means that I will follow a lot of charts. And so because of the fact that there are so many charts, I will not be able to always look at every single one of these charts throughout the week, and I don't even need to do that because, as I said, I am more kind of a medium long-term trader. So if I don't see a trading opportunity at the beginning of the week, well, there will most likely not be any opportunity for me even later during the week. So what I do at the beginning of the week, I will go through all the charts that I follow. I will select the ones that I want to follow more closely during the week because there might be something to do there. And after that, we will just go along with this. And I will also show you guys all the trades that I currently have and a couple of other trades that I will potentially consider in the future. So with that being said, well, let's get into the charts. Alright guys, so we're now on the chart and you will see as well that, you know, my point with this video series will be to keep it as real and as raw as possible. So you guys will really see, you know, what I actually do in my trading just to get good results. So now we're on the chart. So the first thing that I will do, as I said, we're Monday morning and that's what I do at the beginning of every single week. I will create myself a weekly watch list that I will follow, well, throughout the week, alright? So how am I doing this? Well, here, first of all, you guys can see I have my regular list, and this is basically all the charts that I follow. Sometimes I will add some, sometimes I will remove some, depending on what's going on the market. But as you guys can see, there are a lot of charts. And obviously, I don't want to follow that many charts throughout the week because I could just get lost in all of this and it would just not be really good. So what I do on TradingView is that I click here, I do make a copy, and here I write weekly watch list. So weekly watch list. And then what it will do is that I will have a new basically list here of charts. And now I have, well, all the charts that I follow, and I will remove all the ones that I don't really care about and that I don't want really to follow during the week. And so we will go one by one, and as I said, well, I will remove what I don't want to have, as simple as that. So dollar index, I definitely want this. The euro, I will also keep an eye on the euro. GBP, USD, I think I will keep an eye on it as well this week. AUD, USD, I could also keep an eye on it. NZD, USD, I don't really care about this one. USD CAD, not really as well. USDN, I will keep an eye on this. USD CHF as well. This as well. This I don't need. Euro Yen, I will keep it there. Euro GBP, I don't care. This one, I don't care. This one, neither. So as you guys can see, what I'm really doing here is just removing as many charts as possible because I don't want to spread my focus all over the place. I would rather stay focused on certain pairs throughout the week, which might give me opportunities. So I really try to filter as best as I can throughout the pairs, well, that I really don't care and that I know that I will not trade that week, basically. So I can remove all of this. Here I'll keep. This I will keep, this I will remove, this I will keep. Alright, I definitely want this. I can remove the cryptos, I can remove this, I can remove this. Alright, so I think here we already have a pretty good basis of what I want to follow. Now something as well that I like to do on TradingView is separate the different markets that I trade. So how am I doing this? Well, here you can see that it's written add symbol, and so this is basically where you can add a chart on your watch list. But if you write something and that there is no chart, you will have a name that will come out in red, and that is basically how I separate the different markets. So you guys will see what I mean. It's fairly simple. So here I will write forex, and as you guys can see, there is the name forex, but there is not a market that is named forex or a specific chart. So it just gives me this name like that, and I will use that to kind of highlight different parts into my watch list. So here we will have forex. Then I will also put metals. So metals will be there. And I will also, so for commodities, I will write Como like that. There we go. So I will do it like that. And now I need to put things in order. So here I will put as well the S&P at the top. I will put, yeah, USL is there. Okay, well that looks pretty good already. One thing as well I probably want to have here is the Nasdaq. So let me put this here. So I think we can use this one. Yeah, there we go. So I also want to have the Nasdaq here because this week we have earning seasons for a lot of tech businesses, and these tech businesses have been really important in the last couple of months. So I definitely want to keep an eye on the Nasdaq and see what the overall, well, tech world is happening there. So that's why I'm placing Nasdaq here. And I think we are pretty good with that. So as you guys can see, at the beginning I had a lot of pairs, it was kind of messy, and now it's pretty simple, right? So at the top we have the dollar index, we have the US stock market, then we have a couple of forex pairs that I definitely want to keep an eye on this week. I will have the metals, which I always keep an eye on. I can actually remove this one as well. And then I will have a couple of commodities that I will want to keep an eye on as well. So that's basically how I start my week as a medium long-term swing trader. As I said, I remove all the charts where I know that I will not take any trades, and I will only focus on where I want to have my focus, right? Because as you know, as I said, I've been trading for 5 years, so I have quite a lot of experience with my own trading style, and I know exactly, you know, what I'm looking for on the market and what I need to see for me to take a trade. So when I look at a chart, I can very easily tell if I will take a trade, you know, maybe in the next few hours or in the next few days or in the next few weeks. So it's very easy for me to kind of do this structure that I just done here, and as you guys saw, I did it fairly quickly because that's always what I do, and you know, it's always just the same process that we repeat. All right, so here we have my watches. Now, as I said, I will show you guys the trades that I currently have on the market. So right now I don't have many trades on the market. I had a trade on AUD NZD before, which I closed at a 0.5% loss. So I'm not in this trade anymore, but if I get another opportunity to get back in, I might consider this because you know, I have different ways of how I manage my trades, which I cover more in details in my course. So by the way, if you guys are interested in learning more about my trading style and how I trade, well, the link of the course is always in the description box below. But I have specific ways of how I manage my trades, and what I like to do sometimes is that if I'm in a trade and it's not really going well, and if I don't get momentum, because I also, you know, I'm mostly kind of a breakout momentum type of trader. So if I take a breakout and there is no momentum, what I will often do is cut the trade with a very small loss, so 0.5% is very, very small for me. And after that, I will wait and see what happens. If we get back momentum and if we break again, I could re-enter the trade because I just took a small loss. So I can re-enter the trade with another position, and this position alone will be smaller than the first one. So I'm not going to over risk. I will have the same basic risk, but it allows me that if I'm completely wrong about the trade and if it just goes down, for example, if I want to buy, I will only take half a loss. So it's a great way for me to reduce my risk without really impacting too much the profit potential on a certain trade. So that's basically what happened with AUD NZD. I took a breakout trade. It did not go. I closed at 0.5% loss. So if it breaks out again, I could take back the trade and my overall risk on the two positions would be just fine. It would be my normal risk. So it doesn't decrease really my profit because the risk reward ratio would be even better with the scenario that I have right now, and I am not going to risk more. So that's a bit more advanced and it depends on the situation. I cannot always do this, but here in that case, that is what I've done. So it's really the best of the best world because I'm able to reduce my total exposure and without really impacting my profit. And so in the other case scenario that it just goes down, well, I will have only a 0.5% loss instead of having a 1% loss. So it's kind of a win-win situation. If it goes back up, I can get back into trade without increasing my risk and with pretty much the same profit. If it goes down and reach my initial stop, well, I was already out of the market, so I'm also reducing my risk there. So a bit more advanced stuff here, but that's kind of how I do it. So I'm not in this trade anymore, but now I have two trades running. So I have a trade on sugar, and as you guys can see, sugar is actually performing very well today. It's up 5.5%, and we are back at the very top of this correction pattern here that I was following. So this is one trade, but I have three positions on this trade. So my first trade was around here, my second trade was here, and my third trade was here. So I have three positions on this market, and that is also something a lot more advanced in how I basically accumulate different positions on the same trade in order to maximize my profit. So once again, this is a bit similar than what I just explained before, but the goal with doing this is that I don't increase my total risk, but I increase my total potential reward if the trade ends up going in my direction. So at the beginning, when I took the trade, I had a 1% risk, and after that I took a second entry, a third entry, but my risk stayed the same along the way. So I was able to move my stop loss higher. So I am not increasing my risk. I always just have 1% risk, and that's the maximum. But I am increasing a lot my total reward if the trade actually goes in my direction. So that is also something I like to do, simply because, well, as I said, I can get a much bigger profit, and it doesn't really impact my risk. So that is the best of both worlds, and that is how sometimes I end up with pretty massive profit on my trades. If we compare it to how much I am going to risk, is that sometimes I'm able to either manage the trade in a way that I reduce my risk, just like the first example, or in another times, just like this, I'm able to have multiple positions on the market, which will not increase my total risk, but increase my total reward. And that's really one of the things I focus on the most as a, medium long-term trend follower trader, we could say. I want to have the best way to control my risk possible. So it's okay if I take, break-even trades or even small losses. It's really not something that impacts my trading or that really affects me. But what I want to make sure is that if I get a good trade, right? So if I take a trade and it goes in my direction and goes, to my target, I want to maximize as best as I can the profit on this trade. So I'm trying to keep my losses as small as possible, but if the trade goes, I want to make as much money as possible with these trades. And that is how I've been able to grow my account, well, quite a lot, in the last 5 years. So when I lose, I will lose, break even or 0.5% or 1% if it's a normal complete loss, we could say. But if I win, I want to win 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% and more, right? So I want to have big wins compared to my losing trades without affecting too much my win to lose ratio. So I don't want to just win, you know, 1 trade out of 10 or 2 trades out of 10. I want to stay around the, you know, at least 40-50% win-lose ratio. So I'm not the type of trader who will win a lot of my trades, right? So I'm more around 50-50. I will win a trade, I will lose a trade, right? But when I lose a small amount. When I win a big amount. So overall, that makes me very profitable. So that is my style of trading. So if we look at sugar right now, as you guys can see, we are in this correction phase right here. To me, it is still looking very good for more upside eventually. And the reason why I like this trade is because if we look closely at how this correction is behaving, we can see that when it goes down but very slow, right? So this is slow, this is fairly slow as well, and this is fairly slow as well. But when it goes back up, we can see that this is where we get strong momentum, and the overall trend is still to the upside. And so in these situations, it shows me that there is good momentum still in the trade, and that if we are able to break above this correction here, then I think that we could get a extended move of the uptrend, and we could keep going up. And then the next really big obstacle would be this weekly downtrend that I have right here. So as you guys can see, we have a big weekly downtrend, and I think that this is where the price is heading to. And so when we will get to this weekly downtrend, we will see, can we break through, or is the price going to go back down? I personally think it will break through, but that is just my personal bias, and of course I trade the market and not my, you know, opinion of it, we could say, right? I will focus as well on the price action, of course. So I am waiting for a breakout. Now, as I said, I already have 3 positions on this market. If we do get the breakout, I could decide to take a 4th position. So once again, it will not increase my total risk. It will even be in profit if I take this other trade. So all my stops combined will make me profit even if they get hit. So I'm not increasing my risk, or I'm not putting in too much risk, we could say, on one trade. But if I'm right about the breakout and if it keeps going up, I am once again increasing my profit a lot. So that's kind of the idea. So sugar, even if I already have 3 positions in, will be one of my main focus this week, because if we do get the breakout, I want to take another trade. If we don't get the breakout, if we make a bigger correction, that's perfectly fine. As I said, I'm already in the trade, so at this point I just need to wait and see what the market will do. But if it makes a bigger pattern, I'm completely fine with that. There's no worry. The second trade that I have right now is natural gas. So I took this trade last week at this level right there. So I'm not going to go over the whole analysis, just like sugar, because this is more for my students in my course. As I said, I will try to share with you guys as much as I can in these videos, but you guys also need to understand that I need to keep a lot of things as well for my students, right? Otherwise, it's not very fair. And my detailed kind of long-term fundamental analysis, I will keep that for the course, all right? But you guys still can see how I take my trades and manage my trades, as I said, and things like that, which I think that in itself is very valuable. So I took the natural gas trade right here. I have a stop loss under these levels right there. So around here, I think it's at 1.51 if I don't mistaken. So exactly right here. And I am basically looking for a potential long-term uptrend to be starting. And so I just took the trade 2 days ago, so it's a very recent trade, and we will see how this trade ends up going in the next few days and in the next few weeks. But what is good about these trades is that I really, you know, there's not much to do when you are in the trade, right? So I take the trade, I'm going for a long-term move, and I have a stop loss under an important level. So if the trade goes in my direction, well, I just need to wait, right? Because that's a long-term move, and when I say long-term, I mean at least a couple of months, maybe a bit more than that. So I will just need to wait, right? That there will be nothing else to do. If not, if it goes against me, well, I also just need to wait because I have a stop loss. So if the market goes down and reach my stop loss, well, that's it, right? I will just need to wait. But that's why I love being a swing trader who works on higher time frame, is that you don't need to spend a lot of time in front of the market, which is why these vlogs will be more kind of for the long term, right? Because myself as a trader, I don't spend a lot of time looking at the markets, I will look at the charts maybe, between, I would say 20 minutes and 1 hour per day, and that's like the maximum. It's very rare that I will go over that. The only moments where I will look at the market more is if I want to do a long-term, technical and fundamental analysis, maybe compare different markets, right? So kind of go deeper into the analysis phase of my trading. But when that is done and when I am trading, well, in reality, I don't even need to be in front of the charts, right? Because I already have my trade. I know what I'm going for, which is a long-term move. I have my stop loss. So in reality, I could just leave the trades like that, not even look at them, and come back in a week and see what happens, but I don't need to be in front of the charts a lot, and that is really nice because it gives me a lot of time freedom to be able to do other things that I want to do. So it gives me a lot of time to work with my students and create content for you guys, and after that just enjoy life, and have fun. So that's why I love this style of trading. Even though I am a full-time trader, I really don't spend a lot of time trading. That's basically the idea. So these are the two trades that I have right now. I don't have any other positions. Now these will be the charts that I will watch during the week. Some of these charts are just to give me a overall perspective on the market, such as the US stock market. So I'm probably not going to trade them, but it will give me, a good idea of what the markets can do. Maybe that I will trade these markets here and there, but overall it's really just for me to get a perspective on the market. So even if I have a couple of charts there, I'm not going to trade all of them. I'm just going to follow them and see what happens, and that will give me information of what I can do with my other trades. So I will watch these pairs closely during the week, but for the moment I would say that it is pretty much it. So as I said, we are Monday today, and you guys really saw well how I begin my trading week. I just formed my watch list. I look at the trades that I have, I look at if I don't have any other trades that I want to take, and right now I know that there are not other trades that I want to take because I looked at the chart on Sunday night before the opening of the market. So I know that I don't have any trades right now to take. So that's pretty much it. We're done with the day, right? And that is, as I said, the purpose of this video series. It's really to show you guys that you don't need to spend, 8 hours per day in front of the market to get good results. You can spend a very small amount of time in the trading room and get amazing results over the long term. And what matters is the results, right? Not how many hours you spend in the room. Like, you will have traders who will spend, a crazy amount of time in front of the charts. They will be stressed out, they will be anxious about their trade, whereas I don't spend a lot of time and I still get better results, So the point is not to, spend a lot of time or things like that. It's really just to focus on being productive and getting results. So right now, when I look at the market and when I look at the different charts I follow, there's nothing for me to do. I don't need to place a trade, I don't need to close a trade. There's nothing for me to do here. So, well, as I said, we're done for the day. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this first part of the vlog. And yeah, I guess that I will see you in the next couple of days for an update. Hey guys, welcome back in the vlog. So today we are the 29th of July, it's Wednesday. So I didn't do an update yesterday because nothing really much happened in my trading. It was a relatively slow day, so I did not see anything to update you guys on. But today there are some things I want to show you guys. So if you guys remember in the first part of the vlog, which was last Monday, I had two positions. So I had the sugar trade and the natural gas trade. I still have these two positions because, well, these are long-term trades and nothing really much are different on these charts, so I'm not going to show you guys that because it's the same thing. But I took a new trade on AUD NZD, which I kind of talked about before on Monday. I said I would maybe re-enter the trade, which is what I did, and it is working very well for the moment. So if we go on the charts, just to remind you guys of what I explained on Monday. So here we had this breakout, which I did take. And then, as you guys can see, the market did pull back for a couple of days, and during that pullback I ended up closing the trade around these levels here at minus 0.5% loss. But what I also said is that if we would go back up and get a new breakout, I would get back in the trade because it is still valid. And so that is exactly what I did, as you guys can see. So this is my entry, this is my stop, and well, this will be my target. So I am in this trade at the moment. It is already running in pretty good profit, as you guys can see. And so this really goes to show you how to manage your trades when it comes to, you know, being a professional. And that is just one way of how I do it. Sometimes it's a bit more complex, or I have other strategies as well. But here I took a breakout. It did not go for a couple of days, so I just closed the trade at minus 0.5% loss in order to reduce my total exposure at that moment. And then when I got a new breakout, I had another opportunity to get back in with a even better risk to reward ratio than the first trade. And because of the fact that I already had taken a 0.5% loss on this trade, I only put, well, 0.5% risk on this one. So, you know, this is really the best way to manage the trade. So instead of just getting in the trade and waiting for the stop loss to be hit, if I see a potential change in the structure, I can decide to close the trade earlier, which I did here at minus 0.5%, and then get back in. And as you guys can see, I have a very good risk-reward ratio. I have a nearly 8-to-1 risk-reward ratio, which is very good. So even if I'm just risking 0.5% on this position here, while overall I can still end up making 4% on this trade if it goes in my direction, minus the 0.5% loss that I took at the beginning. So in total, I am making 3.5% if this trade goes in my direction. If not, if it goes back down, at this point, I think I will be able to close at break even if it does not go, or maybe let it run to my stop if I see something else, or if I really believe in the trade. But for the moment, we don't know because it's for the future, and we will need to make this decision in the present moment. But if we look at the way that I managed that trade, if I had just stayed in the trade, the probability of taking a loss, a 1% loss at the moment of when I closed the trade was much bigger. And so that is, you know, a bit, as I said, of a more advanced way of managing trades, but that's basically how I'm doing it, at least for this example. Sometimes it changes, sometimes, you know, it really just depends of the situation. We cannot really just generalize something like that. But here in total, so as I said, the profit I could make on this trade is 3.5%, which is very similar than what I had in the first breakout trade that I took. So that's the reason why I said on Monday that I'm not really losing profit, or very not a lot. So it's not a big deal. But I did decrease my risk in terms of probabilities of losing the 1% risk that I initially go for. And so that is one of the main things that, you know, a lot of new traders don't really understand, is that when we talk about risk management, it's not just about, you know, how much you risk and things like that. You need to adjust it in terms of probabilities. So me closing the trade at minus 0.5, then getting it back when we get a new breakout, putting in another 0.5% risk. If we look at the total two positions and we look at probabilities, I have a much better probability to end up making money on this trade than losing 1%. And so if we accumulate this over the long term, well, it just increased my results. That's basically the idea, without impacting too much my profit. So I hope I made it clear, but that's basically the trade. So For the moment, it's running in great profit and there's really nothing much to do. As I said, if it starts to come back down, well, I will see what I want to do. Do I want to get out at break-even, or do I want to just live with my stuff and wait and see what we get? So for the moment, we don't really know, but for now it's going well, so we just need to wait and see. As I said, the sugar trade and the natural gas trade are pretty much the same. There's really nothing different there. Now today is a pretty important day, because if we look at the economic calendar right here, we have the FOMC conference at 2 p.m. today. Well, the conference is at 2:30, but we have the statement at 2 p.m. And so this will be very important to monitor. So I will be focused on that later today. And so that is basically what I told you guys, earlier in the vlog. Sometimes I will spend, 5 minutes on the charts per day, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 1 hour. It really just depends on what's actually going on. So when there is the FOMC conference, I like to watch the conference. I like to see what is being said and what is going to impact the market. So during that type of day, I spend a bit more time in front of the market. So today, I will spend maybe, I would say, 1 hour in the afternoon just watching the conference and see how it impacts the market. So it's still fairly small, if we compare it to most other traders, I would say. But it will be important to watch. I will also keep a very close eye on the stock market, so I will watch what happens with the S&P. I was watching this uptrend, as you guys can see, which we're kind of breaking right now, but there's not any momentum. But if we end up breaking lower and making new low during the conference, this might be a trigger point. So we can look at this here. And so if we end up making new lows from here during the conference, we might get a acceleration to the downside. Because if we look at the previous down move, which was this one here, well, I don't know if some of you guys recognize that down move, but it did happen right after the last FOMC conference that we had in June. So could we, repeat what it did? I would say that it's a possibility, which is why I want to watch the markets pretty closely. Now, it doesn't mean that we will get this downside, because we don't know what will be said. We don't know what questions will be asked to Powell, and we don't know his answers, which is why it will be important to watch live, see what happens, see what is being said, and then we will be able to tell with a bit more precision, are we going back down with the stock market, or are we going to continue going up? So for the moment, I would say that both directions are possible, which is why I will need to watch the chart and see which way it decides to break out. And this might also influence some potential trades that I could be taking on currencies. So I was watching a couple of AUD pairs this morning. And so, depending on what happens with the overall stock market, this will have an impact on currencies. And so that's really important as well, for you guys to learn, and that's a lot more advanced. But in your trading, it's good to know what moves with what. So if the stock market goes down, what will happen to currencies, to commodities, etc., right? If gold goes up, what happens to X currency and the stock market, right? So you need to understand basically the relationship between the markets. So I'm not going to talk about this here, it's more for the course, because it's a lot more advanced and it looks simple on paper, but it's actually a bit more complex than that. And yeah, that's basically the idea for the moment. So, well, that was the update. I will not do an update this afternoon because, as I said, I want to be focused on the conference. So I guess that I will see you guys, later this week. Hey, what's up guys? So welcome back in the vlog. Today we are the 31st of July, so it's the last day before August, and we are a Friday. So the market will close in about 2 hours, but I'm not really expecting any movement for the end of the week. I think we already got everything at the beginning of the day. So I did not do an update in the last 2 days. I was out most of the time. So 2 days ago I was at the gym, and then in the afternoon I went for a ride with some friends, and then I came back home and I jumped in the pool. So that was basically my day. And today I was out the whole morning, so I went and played tennis with my best friend, and then we went to eat and we just chilled a little bit. So that's basically what I did in the last 2 days. I was not really on the market. And that is basically, you know, what I explained at the beginning of the vlog, but that's the reason why I like to be more kind of a medium long-term swing trader. It's because it gives me a lot of freedom and I don't always need to be in front of the market. I can do plenty of other things without impacting negatively my results, which is, well, amazing. It's really a fun life, I would say, to live. I'm really happy to have this lifestyle, I would say, and very grateful. So, quick update today. I just want to show you guys my trade. So I don't have any new trade. Well, as I said, I don't take that many trades. There are even weeks sometimes where I don't even take trades. But so this week I don't have any new trades, but I will update you guys on the positions that I have. So yeah, let's jump on the chart. So first of all, let's take a look at AUD and ZD. So as you guys can see, I'm still in the trade and it is still going well. So yesterday we had a bigger pullback on the market. Today it's going back up. I'm not really worried, you know, about these up and down on this pair. And the reason why is because if we look at the way that this pair moves, even when it goes into a trend, it goes a little bit slow. So if we look, for example, at this up move here, we can see that it goes, but it goes slow with a lot of pullbacks. Same thing for this one, you know, it's a bit more aggressive, but you still get a lot of pullback, especially if you look at it, for example, on the 4 hour. You see that it goes, but you know, it always kind of pull back. Same thing here, same thing here. So by nature, this pair, when it starts a trend, well, sometimes it goes in the direction that you think it will, but it just takes, you know, quite some time because you get so many little corrections within the move. So that's the reason why I'm not really worried about the trade. So I'm still in, it's running in great profit, and yeah, there's really nothing much to say here. After that, the trade on natural gas. So right now it's sitting around break even. So I had taken the trade here, then we got a little push up here, we broke this level. Now it's starting to pull back. It is not something that really worry me or anything like that. I don't really care because markets go up and down and the basis of my trade here is still valid. So I still think it could go back up. My trade idea is still intact. If I'm wrong about this, well, eventually I will take a loss, but for the moment there's really nothing much to do. So there's that. And then the last trade that I had is sugar. So as you guys can see, we did get the breakout finally on sugar. I was waiting for this breakout for quite some time, but we did get it, which is very nice. And so I took a new trade on sugar. So I have 4 positions right now on this trade. So just to remind you guys of where my trades are, I have one from here, one here, one here, and one here. So I took basically the breakout that we got today. So I already had a buy order above the last high in the correction. And well, when it broke out, it just took me in the trade. And as you guys can see, it's running in pretty well profit. So if we take the 4 positions together, well, the profit is already pretty nice, but I am expecting now this trade to keep going. I think that there is a higher probability for it to keep going up than to come back down, which is why I am keeping the 4 trades right now. So once again, here there is really nothing much to do, but we did get a breakout and I took a new trade. So I guess that we could say, well, that this is a new trade for the week, which is sugar. So that is basically it for the positions that I have. As I said, nothing really much is different than it was at the beginning of the week. Now, as I said at the beginning of this little update, today we will be in August, and well, we will be in August for the next month, right? That makes sense. And so usually on the markets during August, it's a bit more slow, and the reason why is because, well, a lot of people go on vacation, so the liquidity and the volatility of the market is usually smaller. So will it be the same thing this year? Well, I don't know. And the reason why is because, well, as you guys know, this year is a bit crazy. We have a lot of things happening on the market. So maybe that this year we will not see too much the impact of the summer, but usually during summer, especially August, the market are more slow. And personally, I rarely take trades during August. Sometimes I will take trades. I don't fully limit myself. If I have a very nice opportunity, you know, I'm still going to take it even if we are during August. But, you know, most of the time during August, I'm not really much on the market. So, you know, it's kind of like my vacation time as well. So a lot of traders go on vacation during August, and I usually do the same thing. I'm still going to be, on the chart and, looking at the market every day just to see what's going on, but I will mostly not be as active as I am during the other times of the year. So I'm still going to update you guys, throughout August, but it will be at a, slower pace because I don't think I will do much myself. So I might do, one or twice update per week, for example, just to keep you guys updated of, what's going on with my trading. But during August is usually more a slow month. So that's basically the idea. And I pretty much said everything. So now, we are heading into the weekend. I usually don't really look at the chart on Saturday. Sunday I do look at the charts because I record the weekly review video for my students. For those of you guys who don't know what the weekly review is, it's basically a weekly video that I do where I show all my trades, I explain everything, I show my forecast for all the pairs that we trade. So it's basically a recap video and a forecast video for the week ahead that I do every week for my students in the course, which is why I do look at the chart on Sunday for that reason. But beside that, I'm not, of course, on the market because everything is closed. So I'm going to be back on the chart next week, and I'm going to update you guys, probably later during the week when something interesting happens. Alright guys, welcome back in the vlog. So today we are the 3rd of August on a Monday. I did not look at the chart today. As I said, during August I will not really be on the market so much, but I wanted to do this really quick update because we actually got a pretty crazy move on natural gas. If you guys remember, I had a trade on natural gas, so we just had a really big move, and I want to show you guys what happened on this chart. So I did not even see that move until I saw some of my students in our trading group talking about this. Then I looked at the chart and I was like, wow, that's a pretty massive move actually. So let me update you guys really quickly on that. So if we look at the chart, as you guys can see, this is natural gas. A huge move, so it did 15% in one day, so that's pretty crazy. And if you guys remember, I am in a buy at this level right there. So the trade is already in a pretty good profit, and it is looking very good for the trade to just continue. So we will see in the next few days and in the next few weeks what we will get on the market, but so far it is looking very, very good. So that is very nice. And after that, just very quickly, sugar, nothing much happened today. We just had a very little up move. And AUD, NZD, kind of the same thing. Nothing really much happened. It was more slow. But I just wanted to update you guys for this move that we got on natural gas. I did not expect to see such a big move that fast, but sometimes that's what you get on the market when you are positioned in the right direction. So if you do the analysis and if you know how to trade and you know which direction there is a higher probability for the market to go, sometimes you will get these little gifts, we could say, where you just wake up one day and the market, has made a really big move and you are already in a big profit. So that's the little update. As I said, I did not plan to do this update, especially on a Monday, but here we are today. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I don't have any other trades right now. I don't think I will take trades this week, maybe later, because I'm watching a couple of pairs, especially the AUD pairs and the yen pairs. So maybe that I will get an opportunity there later during the week, but for the moment there's really nothing much to do, and I don't think there will be much to do in the next couple of days. You guys can also see that I put back on the Reversal Master logo on my computer. I just thought of changing that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for right now. So I will see you guys in the next update. Alright guys, welcome back in the vlog. So today we are the 7th of August on a Friday. So as I said, on Monday I was not really on the charts this week, so I'm pretty much in vacation, I would even say, because there's really not much happening on the market overall, and all my trades are pretty much already set. So I don't think I will really be trading during August, but I'm still doing this little update. So as I said, I was not really on the market. I was not even home during the whole week, basically. I was between the gym and restaurants and friends And even just after, you know, recording this short update, I'm going in the pool, and after that I'm also leaving. So that's pretty much, you know, what's going on with my life. I'm not really on the market. I'm just enjoying my time, taking, you know, a little break from trading and everything that I do, just to, you know, recharge the battery. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's jump on the chart and take a look at what happened since Monday. So first of all, I did not take new trades this week, so there's that. But if we look at the trades that I already had, so first of all, AUD, NZD. So as you guys can see, this trade is still in a good profit. It hasn't done much since Monday, but we did go up a bit here. Now, as you guys can see, something very interesting to note is that we made this low right here, which means that I have now my stop loss under this low, which is at break even. So that is good, because at the beginning of the week I still had some risk left on this trade, but now with this new low in place, I can move my stop just under it, because if the trend will continue, well, it should not break this low, and I have my stop at break even. So now it will either be a break even trade or a winning trade, which is good in both cases, of course. So that's for the AUD NZD trade. After that, sugar, really nothing has changed. Last week we were around here, even at the beginning of the week, and now we're here. So it just has been doing up and down around these levels, so nothing is really different there. And natural gas, we did continue going up a bit since the beginning of the week. So around the beginning of the week we were around there. Now we are here, so it did go up a bit, but there's really nothing different there as well. So that's why I said, you know, at the beginning of this update that all my trades are already on the market and there's really nothing much to do. I just need to ride the trend and be patient, you know, throughout the trend, basically. So that's the little update. I'm not going to make this any longer. And well, since we are Friday, the weekend is coming up, so that means that I will see you guys only next week. Alright guys, so we're now the 14th of August on a Friday, so it's been 1 week that I did not update you guys during the vlog. So during last week, well, as I said before, you know, I'm pretty much on vacation. I'm not really on the market, so I probably spent, you know, a good 2 minutes per day on average on the charts this week. So I did not take any new trades, but I will show you guys how all my positions are going right now, but you will see that it is going very, very well. So let's actually get right into it. So first of all, here we have AUD NZD. So as you guys can see, it is still pushing up very strongly. So it's looking very good for this trade to keep going up and eventually reach my target. So I think that there is a, you know, pretty good probability that we just keep going up, as I said, and eventually get to this level here. So this trade is looking very, very nice. So there's that. After that, sugar. So sugar also kept going up this week. So as you guys can see, we made this correction. So we started making this correction last week. We did continue a bit at the beginning of the week, and then it broke out later, well, during the week. So that's basically what we can see here, but it is still going up. I still have my 4 positions on this market, so it is going very, very well. And natural gas, as you guys can see, going very well as well. So today it went up about 7%, so we can see that if we measure it, so around 7% as you guys can see. So we made a little pullback just like sugar, and they both broke to the upside this week. So I still have my trade on natural gas from this level right there. So well, as you guys can see, this is also going well. So all my trades are in pretty big profit right now. So well, that's very, very nice. As I said, I did not take new trades, and I don't think I will take new trades that soon. Well, maybe next week, right? We don't really know what we will get on the market, but I'm mostly on vacation. So unless I see something very good that I really want to take, I am just going to wait. So August might be a bit more so, and then, well, we will, you know, get back more on the market, and people in general will come back more on the market. And this is where we might get some more volatility. We saw, you know, pretty big volatility this week on the precious metal, but I don't have trades on this type of market right now, so for me it does not really matter. So that's basically the outlook. Maybe I should not have started to do this new type of vlog on well, during August, because well, I'm pretty much taking a vacation, so it might not be 100% representative, but at the same time, that's pretty much, you know, what I do in my day-to-day life of a trader. I don't look at the market that much. I just have many long-term positions, sometimes a bit more, sometimes a bit less. Right now, it's more on the less side of things. I only have 3 markets basically where I'm in. Sometimes it can get up to, you know, to 4, 5, 6, and even maybe more. It really just depends on what we see on the market. And after that, I just let my long-term trades run, and they just take care of themselves, right? I don't need to do anything. I just need to be patient and ride these long-term trends. This is what I've been doing for, you know, the last couple of years, and it's working very, very well when you know what you're doing, when you know how to select your trades, and most importantly, when you are patient to just let things play out, all right? Being a trader, the most important part of this job is to manage the losing trades. So when you take a trade, it does not go in your direction, it goes against you. This is where you need to manage the trade. Do I cut the trade? Do I let it run to my stop? Am I going to wait a bit more, right? So this is where the management part of trading comes in play. But when you have a long-term position and it's just going in your direction, there is literally, in the sense of the word, nothing to do. I just need to wait and let the market play out, right? Big trades and big profit always take care of themselves. As you guys saw, right, in the last 3 weeks, because I've been doing this vlog for 3 weeks now, I'm not much on the market, right? I don't spend a lot of time in front of the charts. All the trades are going well, right? It's all in profit. And of course, as I said before, it's not always like that. Even at the beginning, I had this small 0.5% loss, as you guys saw, right? So I'm not always making profit. Not all my trades are profitable. But as a trend follower, when you get these type of trades, literally, you just need to wait. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And this is the reason why I thought that this was an interesting idea to do this type of vlog. It's because you guys really see live what being a long-term trend follower actually looks like. I'm not always on the market. I do plenty of other things, and I don't even need to be there. That's the point, right? I can just wait and let the market play out. So anyway, that was the little update. So as I said, it's been now 3 weeks that I've done this vlog. What I'm thinking about is that I might stop this vlog next week. So next week it will be 4 weeks, so pretty much a month that I've been recording this vlog. So I think that we will stop next week. So I will do one more update probably next Friday, or maybe during the week if something really big happens. But I will most likely just do one update at the end of last week. Then we will have 1 month of footage in my life. So basically we will have the end of July and the beginning of August all together in one video. I'm going to post this video, and as I said at the very beginning of the vlog, I'm going to wait and see how you guys like this video. And if I see that there are a lot of likes, a lot of comments and positive feedback, I will definitely do more of these vlogs in the future, because this first one is more, well, as I said, kind of a experiment that I'm doing to see how you guys like these videos. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the moment. So, well, there's nothing much more to do. So I guess I will see you guys, well, next week for the last update of this first long vlog. Alright guys, so today we are the 20th of August. We are Thursday morning, and it is the last part of this vlog that I'm doing because I want to post this video tomorrow on Friday. So that's the reason why I will stop the vlog right here. It's been around 1 month that I've been recording this video, so I think we have plenty of footage to make this video very interesting. So, well, I will update you guys on what happened in my trading, and then we will conclude this video. So actually, since the last part of the vlog, there were quite a few things that happened on my side. So I took 2 new trades. So I will show you guys these trades, and then I will also show you guys the other positions that I've had, and then we will look at basically the overall results of all of these positions and see what I will eventually get, because obviously all these trades are not closed. As you guys know, I'm more of a medium to long-term kind of trader, so I don't always open and close trades every day or every week. I will hold positions for many weeks and many months sometimes. So well, that is the reason why. So let's get on the chart right away, and let me show you guys everything that happened into my trading. So first of all, as you guys can see right here, we have open positions. So these are the 5 markets where I have trades right now running on them. So the first one, as you guys can see, we have Euro USD. So this is one of the new trade that I took this week. So I got into a buy at this level right there when we broke here. So as you guys can see, this trade is in a little bit negative for the moment, but that does not really mean anything for me because I am trying to build a long-term position on Euro USD, or at least that was the idea with taking this trade. So we will need to wait and see how this develops. But even if the trade right now isn't a bit negative, that doesn't really change anything for me. I calculate my risk in order to be able to tolerate these kind of moves that could go against me. So for the moment, the trade is still open and it is still valid. So there's nothing really much more to say on this one. But that was the first new trade that I took. The second new trade was on soybean. So I took a trade on soybean. So I took this breakout right here. So when we broke above this level right there, this is where I got in a buy as well. So for the moment, the trade is around break even, as you guys can see. So I took the trade, around there. It went up a bit. It's going back down a bit. Once again, I don't really care about these little ups and downs. I have a fairly wide stop loss. So my stop on soybean is at these levels there. So, I have plenty of room to work with this trade. And once again, that is more kind of a long-term position. So even if we look at this daily chart like this and the stop looks big, well, my potential target that I'm looking for on soybean is much, much, much bigger. So I have a very good risk to reward ratio. That is just a long-term position. I want to make this clear because I know that it is not that common in the retail trading world to see people trading on very long time frames like that and really holding trades for a very long time. So that is the reason why I'm making this clear for now. But that's basically the idea. So this trade is at break even. I just took it a couple of days ago, so that really is not there's nothing much different there or nothing more to add once again. Then if we look at the trades that I had since a couple of weeks now. So AUD NZD, let's start there. As you guys can see, this trade is still going very, very well. We are not very far away from my target. Now, I don't know if I will get there when the price reach that level. It depends on how it reached that level. So I will not go too much into details here because that's more for the course and that's more my own strategy in detail. But when I have a certain target in mind, it depends on how it gets there, and it also depends on what I see on a fundamental and on a technical basis. So am I going to close that trade at 111? Well, I don't know, maybe not. We will see when it gets there, right? As simple as that. But for the moment, the trade is already in a pretty big profit. And if you guys remember, at the beginning of the vlog, I had another position on AUD NZD, which I already had closed at minus 0.5%. And then I took back this trade. So this trade is going very well in profit. And if I look at the chart right now, the worst case scenario really for this trade is that if it starts to go lower here, and if we start to break this level and keep going down after that, I can close the trade in that zone right here, let's say. And even if I end up closing the trade there, I still get a very good profit because of the risk reward ratio that was initially very good. So in the worst case scenario for this trade, even if it goes back down, I will be able to close the trade with a good profit. This profit will cover the initial small loss on this trade and even more than that. So that's very good. So that's for AUD NZD. Then sugar also going pretty well, as you guys can see. It's going up, but it's a little slow, right? It's not that aggressive, but that's perfectly fine. I don't really care about that. As long as the trend is up, well, I will stay in the trade. As simple as that. If you guys remember, on sugar, I have 4 trades. So one here, 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 and here. And so, well, just like AUD and ZD, once again, in the worst case scenario, if it goes back down and if the trend is no longer valid, I am still able to get out of these 4 positions with a big profit. And this one I did calculate basically different scenario yesterday. And even well, in this worst case scenario that it goes back down, the profit is still well pretty big actually because of these 4 positions. So if it goes back down, let's say that I want to get out of the trade around here, under this level, for example, this trade will be in a big profit, this one as well, and this one will be break even. So on these 4 trades, even in the worst case scenario, 3 of them will be profitable, 1 will be break even, so that is very good as well. So that's for sugar. And then the last one, natural gas. So natural gas also in a pretty big profit. It did continue to go up since, well, since the time that I took the trade, really. So I took the trade right there, if you guys remember. So this was where I got in the trade. So I am still in this trade. And once again, in the worst case scenario, if it goes back down, I am able to get out of the trade maybe under this level there. Once again, it depends on how it gets there and you know what I see happening on the technical and fundamental basis. So it's not a sure thing, but if I want and if it starts to go back down and if the trend is no longer up, I can get out of the trade once again with a big profit. So that is, well, basically the update of all the trades that I have. So now if we kind of recap everything I just said, and look at the results since, well, the last month of trading. So Euro, well, it's still open and there's nothing secured or anything like that. So it's pretty much unchanged. That's how I name my trades when they are still open and there's really nothing much that happened. I just say unchanged. So unchanged for Euro. AUD, NZD, worst case scenario is that it comes back down and I get out of the trade with a profit that covers the initial loss and even more, so that's very good. And in the other case scenario that it just keeps going up, well, I make a pretty good profit on that one, so that's good. Sugar, same thing. So worst case scenario, I still make a pretty good profit. If not, if it keeps going up, I can make a lot more, but that's for the long term. Soybean, so soybean unchanged. And natural gas, worst case scenario, good profit. So overall, I would say that it was a very good month, as you guys can see. So pretty much all the trades are either, you know, not much happened or they are into good profit with a lot of it already secured. So I would say that it was a pretty good month. And I think you guys, well, saw me do quite a lot of things in this video. So you guys saw me close trades, you guys saw me take trade as well, and you guys most importantly saw me manage my trades and my thought process in this direction, right? And so that to me is really the most important thing, you know. So it's of course it's important, you know, to know where to take your trades and where to close your trade and things like that. But what is even more important is to know how to manage your positions the right way. So that is what I wanted to show you guys mainly in this vlog, and I think that we did it the right way. So, well, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. As I said at the beginning of the vlog, if I see that you guys really like that vlog and if I see that there are a lot of likes and a lot of comments in the video, I will definitely do more of these long-term vlogs in the future, because I think that they can bring you guys a lot of value if you really, you know, watch it with a lot of attention, and if you focus on the details, I think you can get a lot of it. And yeah, so that was a very fun video for me to make. I think it will be nearly 1 hour long, so it's a pretty big video actually. Yeah, I mean, it was very fun to share with you guys, you know, what I do in my trading, because I've been doing this, you know, for years, and it's always kind of the same process that I repeat, but I just do that basically, you know, by myself. So now, you know, this time recording everything, explaining everything, it's kind of cool because I just, you know, get to share with you guys what I've been doing pretty well, I would say, in the last couple of years. So I hope you guys once again enjoyed this video. If you did, well, once again, don't hesitate to leave a like on it and make sure that you share it as well. It would be nice to see this video have a lot of views. Because, well, you know, in the industry of trading, there are a lot of people, you know, that may not show you the truth, and they may not really show you what it's actually like to be a trader, and that was also, you know, part of my goal to really show you guys what it's actually about to be a full-time trader and what my job really is at the end of the day. And yeah, that's it. So on that, take care, trade with care, manage your money well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.